From the space station witnessing around 15 sunrises and 15 sunsets every day, to spacesuits costing $12 million, we check out 30 fun and amazing facts about space. The International Space Station is the most expensive object ever built, at $150 billion. In 1962, the US blew up a hydrogen bomb in space that was 100 times more powerful than Hiroshima. You can't cry in space because your tears won't ever fall. In 1977, we received a signal from deep space that lasted 72 seconds. We still don't know how or where it came from. Sex is banned aboard the International Space Station. In 1963, a cat called Felicette became the first feline in space. Inside an astronaut's helmet, there's a Velcro patch that serves as a scratcher. Astronauts on the International Space Station exercise about 2 hours per day. Astronauts on the International Space Station witness around 15 sunrises and 15 sunsets every day. Astronauts come from America. Space explorers from Russia are called cosmonauts. It is impossible to whistle in a spacesuit. A spacesuit costs $12 million. According to astronauts, space smells like seared steak, hot metal, and welding fumes. The International Space Station is as roomy as a 5-bedroom house and travels at 17,500 miles per hour. The third country in space after the US and USSR was Canada, which was considered to have the most advanced space program in 1962. Most astronauts become 2 inches taller in space. To our eyes, in space, the sun would appear white, not yellow. There is a water reservoir floating in space that is equivalent to 140 trillion times all the water in the world's oceans. Apollo 13, Armageddon, and Around the World in 80 Days are among the movies NASA keeps aboard the International Space Station. NASA is developing 3D printed pizzas for astronauts. An astronaut threw a boomerang while visiting the International Space Station, and it returned to him, even in the absence of gravity. The first man-made object in space was the German V-2 rocket. Humans can live unprotected in space for about 30 seconds if they don't hold their breath. The Great Wall of China is not visible from space, but China's air pollution is. On the International Space Station, urine passes through a special water treatment plant that turns it into drinking water. Tortoises orbited the moon before astronauts did. They were sent to test a Russian space probe. NASA scientists have discovered stars that are cool enough to touch. Astronauts in space can't tell if their bladders are full. They're trained to relieve themselves every 2 hours. The International Space Station is about the size of a football field. Saturn's rings are not solid. They're made up of bits of ice, dust, and rock. Remember to subscribe for more fact videos every week.